In this episode, I am removing last season's plants from my Dutch bucket hydroponic setup. I am now getting ready for next year's winter plantings. I'm removing the last of the bushes from last year's crop in our hydroponic system. These are the last of the tomatoes. I've turned the automatic pump off. We only have one plant with a large tomato on it that remains, and that's being hand watered at the moment. It's not worthwhile running the system, so just keep cutting the plants up in pieces. That's the top that was growing up into the roof. No flowers on it, so it's not worthwhile having. Cut them up in smaller pieces. These offcuts go to feed our worm farm. Keep the nutrient up to them, and that's the root system on that plant. You can see how well they produce roots in this hydroponic system. Right, I'll go and empty this bucket into the worm farm, and then we'll start back on the other side. First thing I do when removing the old plants is to remove the clips that we use to hold the plants in place while they're climbing. We use some green jute string, and these are excellent little clips. You can see there's a bend in them there that closes up. Into that groove you put the string, and as you close it, it locks up and holds it tight, and it won't slide up and down, and it holds the plant in place. There's plenty of room in there, so it's not going to hamper the growth of the plant in any way, shape or form. But these little clips are a real winner. We use them all the time on everything. Right, so I'll take these off first, all the way up the plant. And they go right up to the top. And I think that's the last one. So now I'll cut some of the growth on that. Very few flowers. We'll never get any fruit off that. And it's the end of the season anyway, so it's time for them to be cut up and taken down so that we can get ready for next year's crop. And the worms get an excellent feed out of it too. Alright, that's the bottom bit. I'll cut that out. Trim them up in our bucket. Cut this piece of string off. Goes up here to the top. Now we'll pull the bottom of the plant out and we'll see what the roots look like. Here we go. That's the ball of roots that was on that plant. Now we'll move over to the next one. Once again, take the clips off first. Work your way up the plant. Remove them all. And I do recommend these clips for anyone who's growing in a system like this, a Dutch bucket system, or even if you're growing outside on a mesh, on steel mesh, you still need reliable clamps to hold your plants in position if it's windy weather. You don't want them blowing around. They've all come out now. Now I'll cut some of this old plant out. Put it in the bucket there. The worms will be doing well today, plenty to eat. Now we'll pull the plant out, see what the roots look like. And that's the ball of roots on that plant. This is the Dutch bucket system that we used last year, that we're going to change this year to make it different. It'll be more efficient. This is our Dutch bucket. With scoria in it. It's an 11 litre tub with 19 mil poly running into the bottom and coming out.